Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Reel. It's been a couple weeks since I've done anything actually tattoo related. So for this week I wanted to revisit some of my equipment, especially since it's changed since my last video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, here we are. So one of the biggest things that has changed with my tattoo equipment is I'm only working with rotaries. Not only am I only working with rotaries, I am working with cartridge needles. So the first thing I'd like to show you is my tattoo machine. This is a Neotat Vivace. It has the 3.5 mil stroke with the RCA cable. You can get the Vivaces with different stroke lengths. You can get 1.8, 2.5, 3.5, and 4.2 millimeter stroke. Neotat makes not only the Vivace but also the regular Neotat machine. You can get it in the clip cord version or the RCA. This one came in a trade with an artist from the UK, and I traded my FK Irons Galaxy 3 for this machine. I loved the Galaxy, but with it being aluminum, I just couldn't really get used to the vibration that comes with the coils in an aluminum shape, and I mostly worked with disposables. And with the weights, the vibration, and the disposable grips, FK Irons makes great machines. The Galaxy was an absolutely great power liner, but I just could not get used to it for my hand. But the Vivace is absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people have troubles with lining with rotaries, but I don't have a problem with it at all. It perfectly matches my hand speed, how I line, and it's not a problem. The second thing, as I said, I'm working with cartridges. Right now I just have a regular 1.25 inch Kingpin cartridge grip, and then I use a Morphix grip cover over it. Put it together, use the cover because I like a fatter grip. And then it's real easy. You put barrier film over it. I wrap it, which you've probably seen in a couple of my videos. Wrap it, and then all of this is good, and then you can cold sterilize it afterwards. The great thing about the Vivace and other slide machines is that they have these little clips to hold the needle bar on so that it doesn't move forward. You no longer need a rubber band. And the other thing is with the slide, it takes the rotational movement and it directly turns it into vertical movement like this. Put that in, tighten it, and boom. There we go. So this now is like my only machine. As I'm in Famous, we only use cartridges in this shop, and with this machine and with the needles that we have, the cartridge needles that we have, I've slowly gone from needing this 7 power liners, 9 power liners, 7 round shaders, or 8 liners. There's bigger needle groupings that a lot of artists are using for traditional work. I'm not using as much. I'm using 5s, 7s, and even 3s. I'm even using 3s with the cartridges, and this is perfect. For lining, I use this at 10.5 volts, and then for my coloring and for my shading, I'm using it at 7 volts. The next thing that has changed, last time I had a little small Kingpin portable analog toggle switch power supply. Now I am using the critical Cx2 G2. Again, I'm not using a foot switch. I bag this, I just press the on button, it runs, I go, turn it off, and it works great. And the other thing that has changed to match my machine is the RCA cord. And this RCA cord I got from Magic Moon. It's really, really good. The cover is a little tacky. It's not so smooth. So when you put it inside a clip cord cover, it sticks to it so it doesn't really slide down. I slide this on, and then I can just put the clip cord cover all the way onto here, and then I wrap this up, so the only thing that's really open is this small section. And if I ever do need to adjust the stroke, how much needle, I've got this tightened down but not super tight, so I can just adjust it a little bit here, a little bit up, depending on. And then with the clip cord cover going all the way up here, and then with this done, I don't have to touch anything. It makes it real easy to break down, to clean it, to keep it sterile, and then cold sterilize this once it's done. This right now is all that I'm using to tattoo with. Here at the shop we have T-Tech cartridges, and we use Elite cartridges. When I first started using cartridges, I liked T-Tech, but now that I've had the experience with using Elite cartridges, EZ cartridges, Cheyenne cartridges, and even the Kingpin cartridges, Elite is really giving me a run for its money, and I really like them. There's lots of videos here on YouTube on the difference between the cartridges and everything like that. I won't go into it, but that is the main changes with my equipment. Hold on just 1 second, and I will show you what some of my other colleagues use, just to give you a little comparison. Okay, so I'm back. So one of the things about this is it's the slide, like I said. Neotat is not the only machines that use the slide system. You also have the Bishop. This is a 2015 version, also with the RCA cable and the slide. I'm not too sure what the stroke is on this. I think it is 3.5. This used to be Alex's, but he didn't really like it, so now it's ours. So it's got the vice grip, real easy, RCA, and then the slide. There's also another one that's used by Andre in the shop, and this is the Torunium. This has a Maxon AMAX motor, and it also has the 3.5 stroke. Really powerful, really good. Andre uses this predominantly for black and gray realism. These new Bishops do have full Halber motors, and then the Neotats use a Wabushi motor, I do believe what it is. It's not a Swiss-made motor, but it is really good. You can get also the Vivace with what they call a magic motor, in which case the cam is made out of brass. It's a little bit heavier and it's made to really go. I might try that out eventually in the future. You just go ahead and buy the magic motor and put it in, try that out for a little while. But my first introduction to these kinds of machines was with a Bishop. I used them quite a few times. I really liked him. I used them in the States. I've used them here in Romania. I've used them in the Netherlands. They were a good introduction, but again, something about them just did not really work with my hand. This is it, man. I love this. I love this machine. Mike Chambers uses these machines, but he pretty much only uses them for coloring and shading. Mike still uses coils for lining, but I use this for everything. Right now I'm using 5s, 7s, bug pin liner cartridges, and I'm using 11, 13, and 23 magnums for this. With the 23 magnums, I do need to bring it up above the 7 volts on my critical. I need to bring it up to about 9, 10. But for my lining, I'm only lining with 10.5 volts. So that's the biggest difference. These are different kinds of machines that also have the slide that we use here in the shop that I do have some experience with, but this is my baby. Of course, I'm not endorsed by any of these brands, but these are what I use. It's what I really love. So if you are into tattooing and you're looking into grabbing a rotary, try a Bishop. If you're in Europe and you can get these machines, go ahead and try them out. And Neotats are available pretty much all over the world. I will be sticking with Neotat for a while, unless I build my own. But that's it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this quick video. We will see what we're going to do for more videos. Again, I'm going to Portugal May 4th. Then I am going to England in August, and I just found out yesterday, got some final confirmation, but I am going to Cambodia. Yay! In November. And I'll be there for all winter. So, lots of travels. When I get in Portugal, you'll see more tattoo videos, more crazy shenanigans, and stuff like that. So, I hope you like this. Please stay tuned and tell me what you think. Peace, everybody. I'll put this thing back. It's not mine. I'll just leave it. If I just leave everything hanging out, I'm probably going to